Ask and ye shall receive. Somebody was asking for Link Shadow Stealth, and that's what we've got for you today. So this team uses pretty much every monster I could find that is both Shadow and has a stealth skill. So obviously Zhulong and Tenebris, but we've also got in the back, we've got Rabbit, that's super epic. We've got Rattlewyrm and Shinobi Dragon. Shinobi Dragon's somebody I've wanted to use for a while since they changed his Shinobi attack. But that first one, gave up pretty quickly. Novadrake kind of took over the battle here. And second one, up against the front line of Gummy Dragons. Love to see it. The new, I think it's Island. No, whatever the new event is, they're coming out finally with a Shadow Gummy Dragon to complete the set. What I know about Gummy Dragons is that they really, really struggle against stealth. So, lucky for me, that worked out just fine. And especially with the Ladai Faith being faster than his Gummy Dragons, I was able to do the Yin Yang substitute pretty early. So now he's just dealing with 3 people here. But this team, I switched up, I think, every battle, because I would go in and I would, it would work, but I would find some things that were a little clunky. I think you'll see it later on, but for example, I was using Voodoo, and then I had, Grimoris and Candy, 2 monsters behind. So what ended up happening is, the Voodoo would be fine, but then a Voo would be on the field by the time I was trying to use Grimoris or Candy, and then they would just poison their own people, and I couldn't put them to sleep. It was clunky. So I fixed that up a little bit. I also changed the front line a couple times, trying to find some better way to showcase the stealth. Right off the bat, if you saw on this one, I did the Yin Yang substitute and then was like, oh, I'll just give turn to Zhulong, but I forgot they had times up. So now the Yang does the sleep bomb. We've got a Tenebris on the field now. You see I've got the Voodoo next in line. So there's a lot of stealth in here. It can be hard to keep up with all of that if every monster can do a critical hit when they're in stealth. His Flocculosaurus, obviously with the sleep immunity, can't really do much though. He's done his finishing snaps, and now, I guess you could slash all, you could sleep killer. He doesn't have a target, is what I mean. XYZ also has the times up, which he can use, which I always forget that second form XYZ has times up now, and evolved form has Tempest Reaper, because I'm so used to just second form just doing Chrono Killer. See right there, there's not that was a sleep that I did, but you get the gist. Unfortunately, sacrificed my stun protection into both a Zeus Worm and Tenguko entrance, so he gets a little bit of the control here. Atrasis. Poseidon's not going to be doing much. He could Abyssal Calling, I guess. The Confident Strike doesn't quite kill Tenguko. I guess Wraithhost isn't at full health, but we're able to clean her up there. Here he did the Time Strike all, and I was like, why would you do that? Because they're all stealth and it's not going to kill anybody. I forgot that Chronozillion has a multiple use times, what's it called? Time Strike all. If you didn't know that, well, now you do. I forgot. And if I'm wrong and I'm just spitting falsities into the world, that's on me. Another clunky thing, I was like, yeah, I'll use Candy because I'm using all Shadow monsters. But at the end, I was using Bobble Basher, and that new guy who I can never remember the name of, so I call him Planetarium, I was using Bronze Shell or Super Shell with that, and Super Shell's a fire monster, so can't use Candy there. Stupid me. But at least she's not completely useless with Transient Bash now. Deciding if I want to kill off the Bulwark, I do, because I know the Vu's gonna wake him up with the sacrifice anyway. Rabbit here on the field, he's not very good. The Link Stealth all is helpful. 85 seconds. That used to be 160 seconds, but now it's 85, at least at +9. But Devious Attack is a 200-second move. Critical damage if any ally is in stealth. I get it, but it's just way too much. So now it's my semi-plant-based endgame against his Summoned Guardians. He can stun pulse. This actually comes closer than you might think. Rattlewyrm, I could stealth here. He doesn't really have a way to kill the Bobble Basher, which is lucky for me. Slayerbrand's going to kill the Wolfrazor, and that's going to clean this battle up. Retribution's going to kill the Galvane. He's poisoned from the Planetarium Revenge. Vu doesn't have anything to do, just sacrificed himself. This next battle, going up against Doomsday Blue. funny enough, another semi-stealth team. Fiona's so good, man. Like, I don't see her much, but this specific front line, like the fact that you can just instant Purifying Mist and then Stealthy Accelerate right off the bat, or do the Frozen Wave, like right off the bat, it's crazy. So there, unfortunately, had to get rid of my Yin Yang in order to stop getting overconfident striked by Guillaumerai. So that might have cost me some things later on in the game, but we'll see. His Triviathan could stealth again. I know he thinks about it for a while. Whatever he does, I'm just going to end up taking off the stealth on probably Guillaumerai with Ladai Faith so that I can keep him in check so we're not getting overconfident strikes. And of course, that Assisted Dusk is going to take the stealth off Triviathan, so I'm not as scared as him. Skip, in case he wants to do another stealth all. He won't. He'll probably make me take a turn. Oh, he does. Great. So I just take the stealth off with Tenebris. Plumacilisk shields Guillaumerai, who now has the Slayerbane All, which is kind of unfortunate for me, but I'm able to charge the Bloodthirst there and kill off Fiona before he gets another turn. Shinobi attack takes the shield off Guillaumerai. Here, I thought about who I wanted to kill for a long time, because I knew if I brought in the Ogre Master, he would awaken the Plumacilisk, who now has Union attack. So I decided to kill Plumacilisk instead, because Guillaumerai doesn't have Overconfident Strike ready, but I do lose the Tenebris there to the Counter Strike. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, I've got Novadrake and he's got 2 Cocky Drakes on the field, and then AoE enters, and that Element Massacre is just brutal for me. Super unfortunate. Here, I do the Instant Purify All, go for a Lucky Sleep on AoE, doesn't work. Knockback next the Lilithia. I don't know if that was the right move. I guess I wanted to keep the 2 Cocky Drakes on the field as long as possible. I say that and then I immediately kill one of them, but I did that so that I could kill the Natargul. My plan here is to kill the Tortogeist with Joko Dragon, because the Tortogeist Revenge won't activate because it's a sacrifice skill. So I take the shield off Tricranium, thinking that I'll double agent and then kill Tricranium with the, with Confident Strike. And when I saw the Grimoris entrance didn't hit anybody, I was like, you know what? I guarantee you this sleep hits Tricranium, and I got super lucky with that entrance. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to Death Sentence. He's got 2 sleeping monsters. I need to kill that Joko Dragon, which I do. Shadow Light will kill the Charybdia. His Virus Dragon Beta poisons me, whatever. I see he's got 7 monsters left. I've got 3. Things aren't looking great, but I have a lot of control right now. So I'm thinking, what do I want to do, right? I could probably kill his Virus Dragon Beta and then, like, kill the Arachnodrake when he comes in. Unfortunately, the Wraith Host with Terminal Virus is going to be pretty brutal. I do have the seconds here to kill the Arachnodrake, and I was thinking at this point, like, he's down to a couple monsters. I might as well just go for, like, the Mega Bomb, right? But then the AoE wakes up just in time to totally ruin that. And he's going to clean up from here. I checked his team afterwards. You'll see this. That Rockoid back there is the last monster in his team. So, like, depending on how badly the Haneri entrance affected the rest of my line, if I had been able to pull off the Mega Bomb, I think I might have won that battle. But anyway, it was a close one. I really got messed up by that front line, but it was cool to showcase Novadrake like that. Haven't used him in PvP in a while. Now, this final battle here, another Chronozillion. Leogeist unfortunately stops me from using Stun Wave right off the bat. I could have done the Link Stealth All there, or Link Sneak Attack All, I mean. I didn't want to because I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't do that. But, oh well. Kill the Tenguko. This Energy Blast, whatever, doesn't kill Shinobi Dragon. So I thought about going for the Chronozillion, but instead just sent him back in the team. Here, thinking, what can I do? I do want to take out that Shield Dragon because he's charged now. He can do the energy charge things. So we Voodoo Curse him. He's going to die no matter what. He does take out my Ladai Faith, but I know he's going to die before he can pull off another Energy Burst. Purifying Mist so that I have more threats on the field. Chronozillion could kill my Rattlewyrm. Unfortunately, I go for the devious attack on the Pupa because he was probably close, I think, maybe. I don't know. Kill off the Dreadmoth there. Give him a Joko Dragon. Need to make sure I take care of him soon. His Carmilla is charged. Marksmoth goes for the Ultra Quake there instead of Catapult. I guess he didn't have anything at the back. But here, like, I want to quell the Carmilla, but the Vu is right there. So no matter what I do, it like the Vu's gonna wake him up. It was sloppy team building. I ended up quelling the Marksmoth so that in case they got purified later, I could put the Carmilla to sleep with Quell. Didn't end up working out that way, but whatever. Devious Attack, I decided not to go for it, and I Venom Sneak Attack the Carmilla, so she can't use a Blood Bite. Void Assassinate there is going to take out Chronozillion, and I decided to just kill the Carmilla. Shadow Light there kills through her defense buff. I wonder if that would kill an Awakened Carmilla? I don't know. But Candy's super cool, as I've said. I want to Void Assassinate this Hansa Wolf, but with the stealth, obviously, I can't get to that yet. So I just do stealth all, and here there's no way that I can stop Candy from not taking the Petrify Revenge, unfortunately. So the Void Assassinate's not going to come in handy there. I have to use the Devious Attack, which is 170 seconds. It's just so brutal. But he's got 11 monsters left. I've got 2. So, you know, we're working here. Headhunter's going to take out the Aerolus. Loves seeing other people use Aerolus. I give him a Wraith Host because I'm in total control to do that. Void Assassinate just barely doesn't kill the Tortogeist, but does put Atrahasis to hold ground. His Wraith Host can't do much. I guess he could have, I don't know, maybe he didn't want to backbite the Doom Engine. But Planetarium has Bloodcrave now, and I know Wraith Host has the Mega Bomb ready, so there's nothing he can do to stop that from happening. He goes for the Bobble Basher, doesn't quite kill. Wraith Host does the Mega Bomb, brings in Wolfrazor and Gallopbane, yet another battle that came down to my Bobble Basher versus the Summoned Guardians. Bloodcrave luckily goes around the Gallopbane, and the Planetarium Revenge is going to kill the Gallopbane off. And this one came down to the wire, but luckily a couple Rockoid pass-throughs was able to clean it up for me. That Retribution cinched it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Link Shadow Stealth. This was a fun one. Rabby, not great. Rattlewyrm, didn't use much. Zhulong, always fun. Novadrake, of course, always great. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.